your bye week?
Well, it was a short bye week, so I was here a lot, but got around to golf in. Spent some time away from here as much as I could, but yeah.
So you're not a guy that's like, I'm going to watch football all day on Saturday. You actually got away from it a little bit?
I did. Well, I had it on my phone, so I was checking scores here and there, but I was definitely took some time away from the facility.
What do you feel like you guys improved on during the bye week?
Yeah, we gained a lot of confidence during the bye week. We worked on what we needed to work on, but we also got a lot of reps of the plays that we're good at, and we gained confidence in that aspect. So, anytime we can go into a bye week, you always want to gain confidence in what you're doing.
Coach probably was very complimentary of where your ball security has trended this season. How do you feel about that, and sort of what's gone into protecting the ball as well as you have lately?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the goal since day one. That hasn't changed, is protect the ball. We haven't always been the best at that, certainly myself included. And that's something that I've taken into each game, probably more than I have going into the season, is just protect the ball. And, the games we have protected the ball, we've won, and that's no secret. And the whole offense knows that, and I think we'll continue to improve on that.
Besides that, so you think you've changed as a quarterback from before the season to this point?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably just learning this whole offense. I had the playbook down to as much as I could, or as much as you want going into the season. But just learning Tebow and how he likes to call games, learning the communication with Coach Glenn and all the coaches on the sidelines, and going into the season, that was expected that we had to learn, and you can't really replicate that in practice. But I think that's where I've grown out the most.
The expectations you might have had on how that relationship would evolve compared to how it has. Was there any surprises that came along during that time, or was it kind of similar to when you were starting in March?
Yeah, it's been great. We made the change to put Coach Glenn in the box. I wasn't really a part of that conversation, but they felt that was the best decision, and I certainly agree with that. I liked him on the field, but I think he enjoys being in the box more. So that was really the biggest change we've made, and I think we played well.
Did that make any for you personally? Did you notice any changes as far as plays coming to you or anything? Was it faster?
No. Just the communication. He was just in the box, so we had to use a phone. That was pretty much the only difference.
How much of a difference does Malachi make for this offense?
Yeah, he's a spark. We've been waiting on him to come back. I think that's no shade to the rest of the running back room. They've done really well this season, and he adds to that. I think he's been waiting to come back. He's been really eager, and he's played very well, and I think he will continue to do that.
Is there just sort of a power rushing element that he has? I know that first carry he had at Pittsburgh, that you kind of hit the pile, and the pile moves 5 yards for the touchdown. I feel like that has to have an effect on people.
Yeah, he's a big back. He's going to get yards after contact, even though he's not the biggest in the room physically. He has that mindset to get the yards needed. And he's just as a weapon out of the backfield in the pass game as he is in the run game.
What do you feel like clicked for you guys in the fourth quarter, and just in the second half as a whole against Miami that maybe was missing in that first half?
We played with some tempo in the fourth quarter, and I think when we play with tempo, we play with confidence. We have to make one decision, and instead of waiting for the defense, we take it upon ourselves to make those decisions. And I think we did that well in the fourth quarter. I think we'll continue to do that. But yeah, I think we watched that second half a bunch and took a lot of notes from that.
Is that kind of your background, is with tempo, or did you use a lot of that at Marshall? I think I remember.
Yeah. Tebow likes to mix in tempo. I think he likes to use that as an advantage. We've been in the huddle some. We've gone up tempo, and when you do that, you keep the defense on their heels, and it's hard for them to make the right calls. And when the offense dictates tempo, it seems like we do much better.
Looks like Gosnell might be back for you guys. Nice to have him back in the mix. Another target for you.
Who'd you say?
Gosnell.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, when you add depth to the wide receiver room, it always helps. And you know, Stephen's been a reliable guy all season.
Without giving away any secrets, I mean, Price said, look, during the bye week, we need to look at our offense and say, what can we do differently, better? You know, maybe the two tight end thing is not, you know, we're not going to bang our head against the wall on that. I mean, I guess how much are things evolving? How much are things changing? You know, obviously, I don't expect specifics, but are things, like, are we going to see a little bit of difference in terms of how you guys attack things on Thursday?
You know, we're just going to get back to our fundamentals, back to the plays we installed in the spring, back to the plays we've been repping since the spring, and then adding one or two a week that we feel work. But, you know, we're just getting back to the basics.
What do you feel like when you watch NC State on film? What kind of stands out to you about that defense?
Yeah, they're a really talented defense. You know, Coach Gibson is the defense coordinator I have a lot of respect for. And, you know, they're a good physical defense. They're going to stop the run, but they're also going to drop a lot in pass coverage. And so we have to be really balanced on offense. And I think we can do that.